Alright, how's it going? That's a little tune I've been working on writing the last year or so. I gotta write another section for it. Anyway, I've kind of been in a telecasting mood lately. And I wanted to tell you a quick story about this guy, Jimmie Rivers, that I was turned on to when I was about 14 or 15 years old through my friend in Australia, Stuart French. You guys have to check out the French Family Band on YouTube. The father of the family, the dad, Stuart French, was my absolute guitar hero. One of a very small group. There's like 3 or 4 guys in Australia that I absolutely idolized. And he was like one of the most unbelievable country western swing players you'll ever hear in your life. And he turned me onto this guy, Jimmie Rivers. He made me a cassette tape of a record of live recordings of Jimmy's called Brisbane Bop. I say Brisbane because that's how it's pronounced in America. Brisbane Bop. Anyway, you guys have to check that out if you want to get into some really incredible bebop swing guitar, really fiery. It was him and this steel player who had a couple of pedals. It was pretty early on. It wasn't like full on like pedals and knee levers kind of steel, but this guy called Vance Terry playing steel and Jimmie Rivers playing a double neck Gibson. Which brings me to this amazing story of when I moved to Nashville early on. I was starting to get to know Tom Bukovac, Buki, Uncle Larry, a bit, and he was selling stuff on eBay for me, gear that I was trying to get rid of. And I went over to his house one day, and he was showing me some of his cool guitars, and he was like, "Man, I gotta show you this thing. You're not gonna believe it. This is maybe the coolest thing I have at the time." This is probably like 16, 17 years ago. And he pulled out this big brown case out of his closet, and he sat it on his kitchen table, and he cracked open the case, and as he was opening the lid, I was like, "Oh my God, is that Jimmie Rivers' guitar?" And he looked at me and he was like, "How the hell do you know who Jimmie Rivers is?" I said, "Oh, my mate in Australia made me this cassette years ago, and I'm absolutely obsessed with the guy, you know." And he opened the whole lid, and there was a 59 or 60 hollow body double neck, 12 string on top, 6 on bottom, white double cutaway Gibson with Jimmie Rivers engraved on the truss rod covers, and a vinyl record version of Brisbane Bop. Which for me was just like finding the holy grail, you know. Lots of stories about that guitar and about how it got away from Jimmie Rivers, and I don't know if anyone knows the truth to any of it, but I just couldn't believe it. I'd spent so many hours listening to Jimmie Rivers and listening to him play this guitar, and here it was in Tom's house in Nashville. Can't make that stuff up. Anyway, it was super fun to sit and play that guitar for a while, and I did a few times over the years, and then he kind of sailed it on down the river. But Jimmie Rivers, you should check him out. Unbelievable. This is a Tele I made during the beginning of the pandemic, COVID madness. And it has this unbelievable Ron Ellis 50B, he calls it. Bridge pickup. Bridge pickups are so hard on teles. For me they are anyway. I always want them to be loud and to speak, but also be kind of elastic feeling. And I just love this pickup so much. Anyway, seeing as I'm in this country mode, I might post some more country riffing this week. Jed in the Shed's coming up this Friday. I'm really hoping I can shake this wicked cough that I have and stuffy nose and try to sing a few songs. So thanks everyone for the sweet comments this week, and a few people even tuned in to some previous Jed in the Shed shows and sent me a Venmo and PayPal tip. It's incredibly sweet. Thank you so much. Little goes a long way in our house. So appreciate that. Thanks everyone. We'll see you soon.